the studio. Victor Ucheka, CEO and founder, Pathway Newspaper.
Thank you.
Barista
Barista
and
View. Yes,
Barista and View. I'm the PhD in view. All the things in view. No, it's interesting to actually start pursuing your dreams.
Yes.
Everything. Before you know it, you can say, okay, how long does it even take to become a doctor or to become a lawyer?
Yes.
Maybe 5 years, 6 years.
Yes.
And you say, that's a long time. It's a lie. You start it.
Start it immediately.
Before you know, you see now in view. Before you know, I come in next time and I want to introduce him. I said, Dr. Victor
Barrister,
Ucheka.
yes.
Or Dr.
Barrister.
Dr. Ucheka Victor, PhD.
Yes.
Yes. Makes sense. All right. Going straight to the papers now. We have the Guardian newspaper, Punch newspaper, Daily Sun, The Nation, Tribune, The New Telegraph, Daily Times, and Daily Independent. As usual, we're going to breeze through the front pages of the newspaper, and then we'll come back for, come back to Victor for his great analysis. Right. Let's start with the Guardian newspaper. Major headline here: ICPC quizzes Gbajabiamila as House summons key agencies over lapses. Group sues Umahi, IGP others over Habila's death. Kwankwaso confirms single-term pact with Obi, queries APC's Muslim ticket. Osun 2026, INEC begins PVC's distribution tomorrow. ADC demands full disclosure of 7.1 trillion naira energy security expenditure. Reps to harmonize Tinubu's state police bill with Senate amendment. And that's it on the Guardian newspaper this morning. Hold on. Okay, I have this one. Tinubu announces 26 appointments, names Fayose, REA board chairman, and debt. Tinubu has not borrowed 80 trillion naira, Oyedele tells Senate. And terrorists using drones, crypto to boost operational capabilities, UN warns. Right? Let's step away from the Guardian now.
All right, with me here is the Punch newspaper. And the first big headline here says how CBN opened domiciliary accounts for phantom agency. At the top there has this one that says PFIPC scandal. So that's the scandal, how CBN opened domiciliary account for phantom agency. And it has 3 writers to that story. This one says Revs uncover new twist in probe ICPC grills Gbajabiamila. Another writer here says more government agency dragged into investigation of CBN civil service testimonies deepen controversy. And the last writer says lower chamber summons SGP, IGP, AGF, Accountant General, Bridget's Bridget Office, DG, ROMAFC, others to Thursday's plenary. And at the bottom strip here, we have this one, Kwankwaso, Obi signed one-term presidency accord. And that's on page 26. And on page 1, we have this one, 143 firms battle for 50 oil blocks today. This and many more you can get on the Punch newspaper.
All right, moving away from the Punch newspaper now, let's take a look at the Daily Times, I guess, yeah. The Daily Times newspaper. And of course, on the Daily Times, we have impeachable offense. Senate confronts Oyedele over capital spending debt claims. And ECOWAS backs $5 billion Nigeria Morocco gas pipeline. And court gives FCCPC green light to crack down on loan apps. Federal government debunks alleged attack on FGGC Moguno, assures parents of students' safety. Right, that's it on the Daily Times this morning.
All right, with me here, I have the Daily Sun newspaper, and the bold screaming story says terrorism. Nigerians cheer as Asanru commanders bag life jail. The writer to that story says herders, farmers trade blames over fresh clash in Plateau. At the top here, we have this one. NLC pushes for new minimum wage. Union President Ajero says new wage for workers unavoidable. Let's hope they come to a common ground. At the top again, we have Shetima to South Africa. Nigerian student funded your freedom. At the bottom here, this one says Jigawa mourns as 40 die in boat capsize. That's so sad. The writer says most victims women and children. That's indeed really sad. Okay, these and many more you can get on the Daily Sun newspaper.
All right, so away from that now, let's take a look at Nigerian, The Nation newspaper. And on The Nation newspaper, fake agency opened accounts with CBN, used OSGF annexed. Federal government not owing 80 trillion naira, says Oyedele. And First Hold Co delivers 1.9 trillion naira gross earnings. All right, that's it on The Nation newspaper.
All right, we have the Nigerian Tribune, and this one says PFIPC used office space allocated to OSGF. This is by HOS. At the top here, many fear dead as boat capsizes in Jigawa. But the side here, Tinubu rejigs federal board agency, appoints Fayose ROEA chairman. And this one, police detain 4 core over extortion of ICPC chairman. Dangote marketers field heat fuel supply, consumers bear the brunt. These and many more you can get on the Nigerian Tribune. Do get yourself a copy.
All right, so back now, back to the studio with our analysts. Let's take a look at this, the PFIPC scandal.